All right, so we are now back in Disco Elysium. Let's see how this goes. I know we just did the initial getting close to the body, so now we gotta go and actually do the inspection. So let's get working on that and hopefully make some good progress today.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
He definitely has some kind of boots on, so let's inspect
The
this
material
first.
appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
Interesting.
These are clearly not boots. They're armor,
Okay.
possibly part of a larger set.
His armor that was stripped off.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Why don't I know what sabatons are? I think I would know.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Thanks, it's super useful to know.
It's all you, baby.
What kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Material looks out of place here. Where's the rest of it? Knock on the boot, pull the boot off, back off, and look. Where's the rest of it?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Didn't he have something? I think I remember him saying that he had, like, some kind of under armor or something. Maybe he was just wearing those boots and there's no rest. Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless.
Here.
It is. It's expensive.
Lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index
We've
finger.
requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
That is crazy.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
That's nuts. I don't want to just be like, hey, this is my yearly pay or this. I'll just say that's a lot.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
Could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out.
Okay.
Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
It's pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the
A
boot.
small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
That's fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether,
Okay.
like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Oh, okay. So like tree lines, tree rings. Oh, it's no bad.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections. peeking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
There's a serial number on the right
Good.
sabaton.
Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222.
I'm not gonna fucking lie to him.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema.
I don't think he's been
Either
here
station can chase it for us.
for so many days. I don't think pulling the boot off is a good idea because he's in like, or at least until I can get him down.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink
Let's
and
just go down the
blue.
list.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Okay.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. Or they wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
I feel like it was something else. I mean, everything points to it. I don't know if that was... If this was that, if this was the case, why is he still up here? Maybe as a warning, like all the dock workers stop working, maybe? Don't have to be wandering from one moment to the next. I feel like it was something else.
Yes, it often is. This bell worries me.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Points to the buckle tying the belt, the branch above. They climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Inspect
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Gosh, maybe the night sky.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So am I.
Something. Sudden ringing, and the lieutenant pulls down the zipper from his one
He
shirt.
wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
A Trigger Sunshine.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the
Oh
fuck
my
is that?
god!
An instant color camera.
Produces two metal capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then,
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man tattoo's chest. Little machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
I love him.
There is only one ampoule left.
Okay.
Use it wisely.
What do we need?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Okay. This seems like the correct choice.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Okay.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
What?
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside.
Can't equip
The
anything.
death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Please pass, please pass, please pass, please pass.
Oh, gone.
What? Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
It sounds like ancient lizard brain.
In the past, way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker.
Interesting.
And a killer. Go ahead, Cobbo.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination.
Yeah?
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Goddamn right I do. I don't want to ask that. That's I hate you. You stinking. You're boring. Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them
This guy
go.
hated cops.
Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony.
Why do you feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Why is my name
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
The name is Raphael. No, it's not anymore. Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
I've seen Harry pop up twice now, so
You might be onto something there.
I hate you. You stinking. You're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
A baby affected with Harley.
You sure I got out of that one, Coppellini? Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
That is not what this said. Let's take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Also, that was fucking crazy that I just started talking to a dead man.
This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green, in the cold spring air.
Okay.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax our eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his
Gross.
thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Maybe he was strangled by someone. It seems like a lynching to me. Maybe he was moved after death. No, this is all sporting that he died here. Seems like a lynching to me. Maybe he was strangled by someone.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
I think he's
I agree.
dead. Thanks, Kim.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Thanks. This Buster's not coming back.
No siree.
I don't think it's
The
coming out
pool
again.
of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Gross.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
I fucking hate these kids. Got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before. Goddamn right, I'm God. Damn it. We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
He's beaten up. See the
I do.
bruises?
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
I hate him.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Catch your
But
breath.
there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
No, I was pretty extensive.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
Okay.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Maybe ask for help from the harbor. Might have ideas. Let's have another look at him. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. It saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems
There
dangerous.
has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Bad idea to ask someone else. Not do it. Maybe we can shoot him.
Yeah. Bang bang time, pig. Shoot his head off.
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Wait there. The buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Okay.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss, Kuno.
Wait, let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Say nothing. Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm.
And
He
let's do
drops
this,
a paper
Kim.
cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick,
Oh.
and gives the cartridge 5
Interesting.
tucks.
It's muzzle loaded. That's fascinating for a world like this.
Securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice.
Yes, a muzzle loader.
Mass-produced muzzleloader. Ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
I only noticed it because of the animation of him muzzle loading it.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches.
He's
His
focusing.
finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned
Oh,
in
no,
a shrill
Cam!
blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fuck.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Okay.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun.
Try again,
No,
maybe?
we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Try to shoot him down myself.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here.
Don't hit the victim.
Go ahead, I'm not stopping you.
They only have one gun.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
I don't know. That's because I'm missing my badge and everything.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
I'll be honest.
That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one, please.
I'm sorry, Kim.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka.
Right,
Take
let's
it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard,
I
instinctively
really
resting
need to find my
on the
badge
trigger.
and gun. Jesus Christ.
You've held
Maybe it's on my
this,
jacket.
an A9 armistice before. At some point, it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Okay.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Cool.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now,
Still not
fucking
all that
faggoty?
high. Cannot be retried. I don't want to unfocus off. I'm really focused in right now. Come on, dice gods. Fuck. I shot him?
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin.
Oh,
No
I'm a
blood,
terrible cop.
only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Ah, fuck
Oh
me.
my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulka.
Start crying, you're sensitive. I don't want to do this anymore. This is boring. It keeps missing. Ah, gosh, they're all awful options.
I agree. Police work is overrated. It is trying and stressful. However, it is still our job to get the dead body down from the tree.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands.
Shut
Kuno
up.
has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
We should trust Kuno with your server's weapon. He says he can shoot it down. That's preposterous. I'm not giving you the gun.
That's preposterous. What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down somehow.
How?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the
Get
tools and the men.
inside the harbor.
If they put him up there, they can take him down too. From the gates. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found. Where your cloak is. It looked doable.
To the gates, Let's negotiate.
Let's get to it then. The secret way sounds fun. What's it? It's at 3:30 now. Gosh, that sucks. That really does suck. Leveled up at all?
You see a set of tires.
What's this?
An old call box with a
there's
matrix
so
of
many
push
things.
buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Don't have a lot of time to deal with that right now.
The dented yellow mailbox.
Oh. I can only do some minor talking. Gates are this way. I know they are. That guy doesn't want to talk to me. Could go into the bookstore. Well, we haven't figured out what's over here, actually. I briefly came over here. There's someone up there.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
I need something to speak up. This is the police. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here. Really young. What are you
There's no
hiding?
trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says, Sato voice.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Oh.
Is it really that important?
Yes.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
No.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Oh.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
Rain patters on the windowsills and dead house plants. Too late to do any good.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
Oh.
He was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain.
What's your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
All right, we'll talk
No.
later.
We won't.
Okay. He takes one last drag of a cigarette before stepping out.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Gosh, let's convince him.
Time to
Damn
bring
it.
out your secret charm. Tears and begging.
Oh my
Show
god.
him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take the trash out. Just please leave. Don't leave me.
Trash?
Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail.
Good luck with the investigation.
All right. I am not doing great.
He's gone.
Run for see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we should
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our... There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in...
This looks like a way in.
There must be another way into the building.
God, that was loud. Ooh, what's this? Orange. +1 reaction speed. -1 rhetoric. Something knows a fed. They look at it suspiciously. That feels like it's not just a closed door. Or rainwater, just a rain catcher. Right, where are you?
A stone, like any other, lying.
Turnover.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments. We'll just have to go in and see.
Alright. Lucky us. They follow the really crappy rule of putting your key under the front door. Come on. Okay, eviction notices. Laundry detergent. +1 logic. Right. This is not going to help me. I mean, it does give me logic, and I'm really good at logic already, but my authority is very low. An old shoe rack. Issues come in 3 different sections. Rumbling comes from... I don't want to... Ah, fuck it. This is the police! This is just a bathroom? What is this? Why can't I get in here? Nice. Nice. Ooh, some money. I'll take that. Oh, it's drawn 5-point star on the wall. No idea the correlation of that yet. I will happily take all the money. 5 coins. A whole 5 coins. Oh, another postcard. Locked. Ooh, maybe you'll know. Or this will know. This. Or closed. Well, guess what? Me and my trusty flashlight say otherwise. Oh, it's bright as hell in here. Never mind. Winter gray. The one that's torn down the wall. Go in. It scares me every time. Oh, what's here?
What happened here?
Can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here. Indeed.
Just some regular stuff. Firing squad for the rich.
Give me a moment.
All right.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Should I call for a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and
okay.
the residence.
I'm looking for a young male.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Down this way.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just want to talk to him. You know where he lives?
Talk?
Jesus.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you.
Okay.
We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Ask away, policeman.
You live in the
The
foreclosed
hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Okay.
Some lunatic lost his mind. All
All right.
kinds of morons pass through these
That's
halls.
all.
She
Thanks.
mumbles some kind of a response.
Thanks. Ona hasn't been in an apartment in a while.
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly, but a poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
What?
Do I have to open the door?
You'll, I guess
Do you
not.
have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally.
That's fair. What about you?
This door has been closed with a padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deep. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
I mean, I have no reason to break in. I'm a cop, and Kim's right next to me. He'll be very upset.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
The thought. I don't want him to. I know if I look at things, ideas long enough, he will adopt them. In this run, I don't want him to adopt communism because it lowers his logic stuff. So why don't you go this way? And that's like his best stats. It bumps up his charismatic stuff, like social. Everything else, not the best. Damn it! Crap. You. Came from within. Oh, hello. Get some goodies for me? Locked though. Just a door. Ooh, maybe if I equip chain cutter though. But now. Ha! Got the big brain today. Someone's rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. This is the only open door.
This door is made of metal
Okay,
and
28.
appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Is this not the evening? I guess it's only 4.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.?
Sounds good.
Sound
Tomorrow,
good?
2:01.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28.
Good.
Damn.
Let's go.
Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment
Don't worry,
building.
you'll get him.
Remember, tomorrow, he's probably...
Okay. There's some thin sting with some wind extract. Alright. There's a bunch of stuff up there. I don't know how to get there though. Okay, check over here. I know we came out that way, so let's check this way and see if we can find anything else. I am game for... What's out here? It's another balcony. We're just getting some trash. I'm the trash man.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened.
Earthquake, maybe?
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well.
Crazy.
Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
Who shelled our city?
The Coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
Okay. Alright, continue with the investigation. Oh, hello. Give me a second.
The streets will flow red once more.
Cindy the Squirrel.
A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Which one are you? You don't need to get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
By the sash, she puts the brush
A
aside.
brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism. That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not
Fuel
paint.
oil.
It's heavy fuel oil. Red-dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
By the recent murder, that government fuel oil.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Better hand it over.
Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the
No,
bucket
I
from my
just
dead
want
hands?
to make sure you don't burn your fucking brain cells. What do you keep looking
The
at?
lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Oh,
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
alrighty.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Revachol. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her.
Okay.
She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Alright.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good.
We're doing the
Can't
wall.
you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
I have an opinion on it.
Yeah?
This hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I like it. I love public art. Yeah, I might as well.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
She means the opposite.
You know anything about the
I
recent
ain't no
murder?
snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage
No shortage
in
of
someone...
schoolers and
Actually,
sparks.
there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant.
catch you
Watch
later.
your...
Yeah, you can threaten me all you want. Money. Blocks. You can't get in. Chains do. Do I have my chain cutters on? I do, so I guess I can't get in. Not giving me the option. This goes where? Goes to a boiler room? Yeah, absolutely a boiler room. Hello. Yeah, I like my reaction speed though. Money, 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 money. Ooh. Rats. Always gotta be rats. Probably Cindy. Hey Cindy, we should talk about your living quarters.
Hello again, officers.
That bed in your
Have,
colder than yours.
ooh. Not only have you found my address,
Coal
you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess I'll have to do. You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
I doubt it's smudged. It's probably, it could be coal, but it's probably for like mascara, or that goth Cindy the School kind of look. It's not the nicest place, but I guess I'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does.
Right now.
Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
The inspiration will come to her once held.
Shoot, Piggy.
Catch you later. You are absolutely useless besides telling me that there's that lady down there. We should probably... I want to talk to her really bad, but I need to get that damn body down. Let's clear this area first. Side apartments. What's this? Oh! Suggestion Half-Life. I like that. Okay. When I go back down here, I will. I gotta haul ass to make it back. Should I try the secret way? See if I can sneak in? I think it's a good idea. Try that first. If it doesn't work, we'll I've got about 5 hours left, I think. It's before I gotta go to bed. Ooh, I got a new interact. I'll deal with that later because I don't want to time to waste. I don't know what I need yet, actually. I think it's Seventh Fair, if I remember correctly. I can't believe I shot it. Okay. At least, like, if this works, I can get my jacket back too. My beautiful jacket. Hopefully, it does work. Okay, what do I need here?
Tarpaulin cloak
yes,
with possible...
Okay. Well, let's see what I can do to bump that up. What do I have? Nothing. Ugh. Anything reducing it? I do have two things. My trousers. Let's put that here. And then... shoot. I'm not wear shoes right now, I guess.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it.
Onto your fingers. Interesting. I'm gonna try putting everything else on too. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Should I? Fuck it.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer.
Take a deep
Bitter,
breath.
citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper. Or is that just your memory filling the gaps until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance? You just had to take a dive. The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seem there is a movement next to you. The shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where'd it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper? Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
Let's put it away. Okay, I got something out of that. I'm gonna go here. These are still going. I need 2 to 3 hours. This one needs a good long while. Okay, how about now?
The tarpaulin cloak with possible
little better.
osseous markings is still
I can try this,
on the
and then if
railing.
I fail it, I can boop it up. Yeah, look at me go! I'm so cool!
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you,
The sense
sharpening
tingle.
your senses. Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement.
Yeah, I am. Continue.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive.
Must be the
Alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
I want these. Take my jacket. Yeah. I want to put all my clothes on and see what they do. Since, if there's anything that pops up from it. Okay, this was +1 to logic and -2 authority. My authority already sucks ass, so it doesn't really matter too much. Let's have a fair electrochemistry. Ooh, that's both +1s. Try this, see if there's anything in this jacket. No. So, hit every button that was not back to this. Let's put my jacket back on. Let's put my boots back on. I need better boots. This thing sucks. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Minus, you know, everything else, but looking pretty good.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Now that we stuck to the scene, I want to know more about the pissing competition.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
I see.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary,
Interesting.
somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
Close your eyes.
The rows are endless.
Look for it.
Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then
Okay.
the rows degrade into green nothingness.
What's so special about Marnies? I wonder what it says about me that I was sent to my station. So you volunteered to spoil it. For some reason I thought you had 100. What's so special about Marnies?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I wonder what this says about me.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
A highly experimental call, but if I am right, this is hauteur, even by my standards. This will teach you a lesson. Style can only be one conclusion. The finest case holding machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. That must be an augury. Apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna. Why I said unspecified. Experimental cop. The finest case solving machine. So teach you a lesson. Must be an augury. Probably an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I said unspecified.
The silence carries.
So for some reason I thought you had 104.
Well,
so.
technically. The official record keeper has been known to double count murder-suicides.
A common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats.
Ah, I see.
I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to. My fellow officers, the sergeants in particular, would have made this scene into a circus.
I don't know if this is the right thing to say. I don't want to assume that I'm, like, disappointed that he's here. By saying he spoiled it.
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoilsport.
He appears pleased with this. Okay, so enough competition, then tell me
Yes,
something.
it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
We did the 40%. Let me, get my logic back up, right? No, my logic is at a +1. I could boot my logic up more. Well, it is a white check.
Yes?
Look at you.
Yeah.
It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct
damn.
57.
That can't be right. But it's logic, though. Logic doesn't really lie to me.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
I've considered it.
Oh.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional, but I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Is that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
But you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
You really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
I love you, Kim. He's such a good man. Left in rainwater. Okay. There's a door right here. I want to check this out. It's 4:30. Okay. Giant aspirin pillow, coffee rings. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. I just walked outside again. I thought that was like a rug or something. Ugh. Okay. What's this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and
Oh,
a
this is the
payphone
phone.
is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Okay.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Okay, hold on. Interfacing, is it a +1? Anything else gives me interfacing? No.
The already
White
familiar
shirt.
cold touch of plastic. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle. Sure, why not?
Use... Oh, it's a book. You can use those to knock some time out and learn some things as well. Postcards, still have yet to figure out how to do those. Standard office drawer seems to be locked. I have chain
second
cutters.
glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Yes. Very unfortunate, Kim.
The drawer opens smoothly.
Fresh the
Hundreds
papers.
of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
It's a white check.
Look how blurry
damn.
all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Let's leave him alone.
The
white
drawer
check, I can come back.
slides shut.
I don't know why it auto-saved. Oh, nope, I want that. Why does it do that? Visual calculus and drama. Every work, remember the board is written on top of flyers, and bottom union logo, demand democracy. You have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Okay, wherever he's at. Oh, those are stairs. That wasn't a rug. Oh man, I keep failing tests right now. It's been hurting really bad. Oh, this is what I saw earlier. Take all the guns. Armor red. Take all of them. Please, thank you. Okay, can you just... Yeah, thank you. I'm the trash bin. I am here to clean the streets, make it a better place, in more ways than one, than just by being a cop. Look over here.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads,
Rene
Rene Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick look inside.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Okay.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I'm going to leave it alone.
Let's get going. The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
I'm not going to take this, whoever the fucking Renee's picture is. It's important to them. God, this place is getting huge. I don't even know where I'm at. I know I'm in the
control
harbor
panel
somewhere.
with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane of Marche.
Oh.
On. Arrête. Off.
Marche.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Lower? What is in this delicious little container? Taking forever. Come on. Maybe it's like a bridge for me to walk across.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk,
That was quiet.
the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been.
Understood.
The rusty control panel grows warmed. A faint smell of burning rubber reaches your nostrils. A short circuit.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Yeah, it was. Alright, let's get some more gubbins. Money. Drugs. Drugs. Valsen.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
There's something special about it.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Yes.
You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
Maybe there's contraband.
There may very well be, but we are not here to... We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Persuaded with rhetoric.
Why
Damn.
are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Yeah, why am I?
Why are you what?
Never mind.
Are you satisfied?
Okay, keep on walking. Looking for anything. Oop. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Food. Gubbins. I'll happily take all the gubbins. There's no work. Organize. Okay. Give me more gubbins. Smells like blood. For you. Ooh, fallen. The hell are these doing here? This is half-light. They're punching. Smells like burnt coffee. Oh, there's a dude over there. Yes, okay.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No, of course not.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
We're doing the containers.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
That's a high logic.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like Some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appeared to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
What's underneath the red covers?
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Thanks, Leo.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Where's everyone?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha!
2 months?
We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the
Jean-Luc
gate.
Picard.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and
What's
Everard
Captain
sent them on a
Picard
nice
doing
vacation. For a week or so.
What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Who the fuck's Titus? Titus and the boys got into some drunken trouble. Everett sent them on a nice vacation.
Whoa, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
They kill someone? Maybe they're the ones...
No, I don't think they killed anyone.
Oh, okay.
Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right mind would tell him?
Do you work here?
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
I love him.
I'm
He's
like
so
Mr.
happy.
Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away.
I don't know who these people
Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here.
Hold on, who's
yes,
this
I
Miss
am.
Beaufort?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real
Lizzie.
sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
I love this old man.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I mean, yeah. If this is a criminal organization that what's-his-face was talking about, I can't remember who mentioned that. I think it was Gart. Then they would have a lawyer on their side that they'd want, you know, to constantly cover the books and stuff like that. You did a great job, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
What's in the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of
Oh, okay.
containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Gib. Alright, I'm looking for the leader.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then?
Okay, Mr.
He's an
Everett's
awfully
leader.
nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
I just want to know where you can
Oh,
find him.
Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay, so he's over here.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, so before I go in, look. items. Okay, so before we go in, I'm gonna end the recording here because I know it is pretty well in. It's 100. It's an hour and 14 minutes in, so this is a good spot to let it sit and let it go. Hopefully, in the next one, we'll go and talk to the Everard, Mr. Everard, and see what's going on. So far, my theory of what's going on, I don't know why they killed him. I still don't know why they hung the man in the tree. But it's got to be the Union. Everything points to the Union, to the belt around the neck, to the boots that they wore, and everything like that. And this guy, Leo, was telling us of a group of them are on quote-unquote on vacation after some shit went down a week ago, or I don't even know if he said a week ago, but after some shit went down with them. Who do you call him? Titus, I think. Titus in the group and his gang. So could be involved in that. Who knows? I don't know who else. What else is pointing to? I still need to talk to that lady by the dock to see if she has any information. I know I need to talk to him. I need to talk to Everard big time because I need to get the body down. And Kim says that's the only way that we can get it down right now. And that really sucks. I wish I was able to shoot him down, because I know this is not going to go how we want it to, because Kim is like saying that this is the last option that he wanted to take. Okay, what else? What else do we know? I know the body's been there for a long time, no one touches it, and no one wants to talk about it. And everyone seems to be watching us and keeping an eye on us, and keeping an eye on who we're talking to as well, judging from the apartments. Yeah, it's crazy. Sylvie is gone. Probably because of us. I was going to think that it might be because she's afraid of what happened and it is now gone. We still haven't figured out who made the phone call either. We just found the phone over here, the harbor, but I wasn't able to get the I wasn't able to figure out the number, like what was dialed last. I need to find the phone that is in the other side of town, out by the bay. I think it's where it said. Out west. I just need to go out west and figure out where that phone is, so I can see if anyone called from there. But yeah, next episode we're going to talk with Evart, Mr. Evart, and try to get the body down. And hopefully we can get that done in day one. It's right now almost 5:30. So hopefully we can get it down in time. We'll see. I would like to get that body down today. That way we can get it in like cold storage or something, or send it back to the police. But who knows? We'll see what we can do. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. You guys have a great time, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.